Hello everyone, today we're going to replace some lawn tractor blades. Now I picked these ones up, they're made in USA, surprising. I don't know if the steel is from the United States. If not, I'm sure that's going to change in the future. Anyways, this one is a 42-inch deck, so each blade is 21 inches. Most blades are all the same. There's not big differences. These are all actually mulching blades. You can tell because they have a big twist in them. Some blades are actually just straight blades. That's for, you know, standard using a chute or just making the grass go out the side. But I always mulch my stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna get these put on, and as I said, most blades are all the same. Just have to get the part number. Many lawn tractors, part numbers can be found right under the hood here. So there you have it. Alright, let's get started. Okay, we're ready to go here. This particular lawn tractor, it's a 9/16 inch socket. You're going to need this screwdriver. I'm going to do the side where we can actually see a little bit of what's happening under here. I'll just take off, this is the side chute here. If you're not mulching, that would be off, and there would be an attachment on here, which you can also remove to get better access. But the first thing is, when you're going to take the bolt out of the blade, you're going to have to find a way to stop the blade from turning. So I just use a screwdriver, and normally just find a spot and you can fit it down in there. That's going to stop the blade from turning as you loosen it, and also it will be helpful when you go to tighten up the new one, because you need the blade to be stationary. So here, I'm just going to move the camera and we'll look underneath here. Hopefully you can see her. Okay, normally these things turn off counterclockwise. Should be in the same direction as what the blade would turn when it's cutting. Oh, and as safety precautions while I'm doing this, you should have the battery disconnected, at least have the key out of the ignition. So, I mean, if someone comes and turns the key, your blade's going to spin. You should wear gloves, you should wear eye protection, but basically you want to make sure that the machine's not going to start. I think the other things are sort of optional if you can manage to disconnect the battery. I really recommend doing that. Alright, got it loosened off. Looks like there's some string and garbage under there, so there's really not much to do in this, so really anyone can do this. I'm just going to pop the new blade in. Let's get this started. I can't really see what I'm doing, so sorry for all the fumbling. Alright, well, we'll get this started. Make sure that it pops into that fitting properly. So make sure that it's up in place, otherwise you're just going to have a disaster. See, I've been running over some string or something. Get all that garbage out of there. Make sure your screwdriver's down in there. And as far as tightening them, I think just tighten the thing as tight as you can tighten it within reason. That's pretty much all there is to it, and I would suggest also replacing these in pairs, because if one is all messed up, if one blade's messed up, the other one is. And oh, let's take a look at it. So this is the old blade. You can see there's a chunk right out of it. Hopefully you can see that in focus. Has a crack. and it's not, I don't know, it's a weird crack, but it looks like a crack, and there's pieces missing off of the end of this one too. So yeah, I guess it was a good decision to replace these. Alright, go back to the other side, and then we'll get that blade on and we'll give her a go.